Dwayne here, PhoenixTypewriter.com. Got the Voss on the bench, the Voss. This is actually a business writer model. Okay, so I did some stuff to this already. Escapement, platen knob, straighten out some bent parts. But now we're going to adjust the shift upper lowercase. So it's way out of whack. So that's way off. First thing to figure out here is whether I should adjust the lowercase or uppercase to make it balance. I think the uppercase is right. The H seems even throughout the character, even when typing light. So I'm thinking the lowercase is the culprit, and kind of with the 8 you can kind of see the top cutting off. So if that was to get raised up a little bit, it would print better. It's probably too far right there. Okay, so I'm going to adjust the lowercase. Those adjustments are pretty accessible, so is the uppercase too. So lowercase is right here on the end of the carriage. Easy access. Let me get some clearance here. Right there. And there's one on the other side for the left side. Uppercase is also pretty accessible right here, and there's one on the other side. So now, since I'm decided to adjust lowercase, which is how the carriage settles down, first thing I want to see is if this is butting up against the stop here. So if it's setting down and meshing up with that stop, and if I push the carriage, everything is steady here, it looks good. But come to this side and I noticed that there's that stop, but if I push down on the carriage, there's some play. It's not going down all the way here. So that's what we're going to adjust this one. I'm going to adjust that screw inward to hold this up a little higher, which will bring the lowercase up, and at the same time it will balance both sides, hopefully. So let's do this little adjustment here. See if I can see around. I think that's a 5.5. Yeah, so just loosen. Let's see if I can get that screw to turn without too much trouble. It's a very small slot here. Special screwdriver for this. No, it's not turning. I gotta hold that with a wrench, I think. And gonna go almost a full turn. Let's tighten this down a little bit. Let's see. It still seems like I feel a little bit of movement there, but let's see if it made a difference here on the actual problem. Let's see if it changed anything here. So we got capitals, lowercase. Not much different. So we need to definitely go further with that adjustment. Probably didn't actually do much for actually changing the situation, but it's now balanced out a little better. That's a tight nut to get to. Let's see if I can see this on camera. There we go. Cannot see around the camera. Okay, there she goes. Let's turn this in about another full turn, and let's see if that made a difference here. Capitals, lowercase. maybe almost too far. See that? I think so. I think that's slightly too far. Okay, let's back it out a little bit. Like about a half a turn probably. Let's go right there. And let's tighten this nut down like that. I think that's good. Let's tighten it a little more. There we go. And okay, let's see if we got this more exact here. It's being kind of picky now. That little bit is already back up. I think it's got a I think I went too far back, if you can believe that. Let me loosen this here. Let's see if we can just screw that in a hair. It's just a little bit, but I think that's all it takes. That's a very sensitive adjustment. All right, buddy, be right. Looking good. Let's see how this guy looks over here. So I'm thinking this now should have some movement. It doesn't really. It's not moving at all. So what I think really happened here to knock this out of adjustment is, see that pad that's right in there? That's just getting rotted and getting squished, causing this to settle down further than it should. Pretty sure that's probably why it's out of adjustment. All right, I think this is good to go. And consider this done. All right, shift adjusted on the Voss. Thanks, Typewriter. Good day.